Greetings, this is Walt Weir from Johnson County Community College again. Exercise 4.1, configuring Windows 10. This is the post um, after we installed it. This is what to look for. In class, I'll do a few other things than what we do here, but just doing this lab today. First thing, you want to log into London CL1 with, of course, the password. See if I can do it right this lab. Wait for it to come up. Of course, you want to go to the Start menu first. You go to Settings. Go to Systems. And Apps and Features. This will tell you what programs you have running on your PC at this time, and it'll give you the option to uninstall it. For here, they want you to go to Microsoft Solitaire just to get rid of something. Oh, they want to see what the largest file is. Let's just blow this up a little bit. And you can see all the files when you're looking at them. Oops, look at that. Microsoft Office 2016 is pretty large, but that's kind of big too. That's megabytes, that's kilobytes, so you really can't go that one. So, go with what you feel. All the rest is pretty small. Potatoes. I don't see anything else in the megabytes. So we go to Microsoft Solitaire, click on Install. It comes up with a pop-up. Click on Install there. It takes a few minutes to install this. And there it goes. Believe me, we do this all the time. One thing about Microsoft Office, if you do want to ever put another version, let's say you got 2013, you want to upgrade to 2016, you will have to uninstall Professional before you install a new one. That really happens if you buy a brand new PC and it already has the free version, which means that they want you to log in and get it right away, but you have to uninstall that one before you do it too. So click the back, which is here, and they say go to personalize, but if we just go to display, nope, let's get out of this. This is where I find personalize. It says it can't open the app, but we'll go ahead and click close, and it opens it up anyway. So that's how I got to it. Hit the start, and it says here, when you click the start, does the start page take up the full screen? You can see here, use full screen if you want, right? If you look at it now, it doesn't take up the full screen. Click it, and it does. Go back to there. Now they want you to choose which folder appears on start. So you can tell it what you're looking at the start menu. If we look at this before we start, we can see that we have File Explorer, Setting, Power, and All Apps. These are the most used apps that this computer has been used, right? So we want to click out of this. And here they want you to click and see if their download and documents is done. Download and documents. And just clicking that, you can see download and documents have been added. It's a kind of neat feature. I mean, it gives you a little shortcuts on how to get things. One of the things I don't think they go over, but I'll just do it real quick. If you want to get rid of something, you unpin from start. If you want to resize something, you can resize it right here to small. If you want to drag and drop something, you can do that. If you go to All Apps and say you want, there's already camera, Contra, Excel, You don't have Excel over here, so you can drag and drop it over here if you like, and you can move it around the way you want. But the one nice thing about this is that you can type in a new group and say office, and then put the rest of the office stuff here too. Of course, I don't ever want the big stuff. It takes up too much space. I mean, I like the small screen myself. It's up to you though. So back there, we saw what happened with the documents. And we got the documents there. The next thing we want to do is hit the start. Click back twice. Time and language. And again, just to save time, if we just go to time and language right here. And here's where we can set the date and time. And you really want to do this the very first time you log into anything. And of course, we want central. I don't know what it says here, but time and language. This is the things that we can do. We can set the language here. They go over a big part of this in the book, where we can choose anything we want. And it doesn't like that at all. Why can't we change the time and date? If we go back on time and date, of course I was going to go over this in task. There we go, it went away. I couldn't get out of that thing. That's a quick way to end task though. Settings, time and date. Why can't you get rid of it? It's right there. The next thing they want you to do is close the settings. Click the start button and go to control panel. Right click it, go to control panel. And you can see here, they want you to go system and security. And go to system. I always look for these about 20 times. They don't usually put them where I usually look for them. So we just type system up here, not to waste any time. And we go click on this where it says system, and here we are. I didn't want to waste time to look for it. Just blow this up a little bit, and you can see all of the things. What it says here. System and security system. How much RAM do we have? You can see up here that all the information that we need. Go back to the top. Click control panel, which is there. View devices in printers, which would be under hardware. We use this a lot, and I'm just going to go into a little bit of this, but if you want to add a printer, they go in this in the book. If printer wasn't listed here, which happens a lot, you can find the printer that was a little older. You can find the printer in a directory based on its features. You can also find a shared printer by name, and this is the one you want to look at right here. This is what's mostly going to happen. You're going to know where the server that you keep all the drivers on for the printers, and then you're going to do the print test name. If you try to find it this way, you got all the information right here, and you can look for the entire directory for it. TCP, if you have the IP address, you can put it here. You can also auto detect, but that isn't a thing I would think of. But the TCP IP device, you can click here and put the port number. Let's go back here. We can also do a Bluetooth one, which is basic. This is the other one that most people use, though, is the Bluetooth or wireless in the local printer. And here you can go ahead and tell you what LP port it's on, or you can create a new port if you want. So I'm in 10 minutes already. And that's all I want to say about printers. And that's the end of the lab anyway. It's 10 minutes into this. So thank you for listening.